It's your girl, Trini SEñORA, and I'm back with another Amazon find, okay? So, I told y'all already that when they built the loft, they didn't give me closet space. Like, they didn't build me a closet. So, I had to, like, buy my own racks. Like, I had a rack that I had already previously bought from Amazon. That rack lasted a long time, but of course, I acquired more clothes. So, it got too heavy, so I got a second rack. And it was, like, cheap. It was a cheap rack. It broke. And it ain't last. Because I got too many clothes. I don't want to say the rack was cheap. It was just, I got too many damn clothes. So, I went ahead and invested in a whole nother rack for my clothes, y'all, from Amazon. So this the rack we got here. I would show y'all the front, but I don't want y'all to zoom in on my disclose my address or whatever. But anyway, so we gonna get on here and we gonna put this thing together. And as I give y'all like whatever was on my mind. I'm gonna say this book of life, but I don't know what's gonna come to mind because I just woke up. I was resting all day. I told y'all I was making medicine. And boy, when I tell y'all making medicine is no joke. Like it's tiring, it's draining. So it drains your body. It drains you. It sucks the life out of you. So I was like tired. I ain't gonna lie. I slept down there all day. I got work done though. I did wake up. First things first, I got my like priorities as far as the business side of the house goes. And then I ate some. I scrolled because you know I like to help y'all out for real. Because you know my attention pays. So shout out to all the people who got their own businesses. I see the men's doing course online, men's doing courses schooling men on how to be proper men. That should be the topic today. I'm gonna school y'all on that. I see the girls, like the young women, the ladies, all the women, they got their online businesses going. They helping people with grants, you know, selling makeup, doing hair tutorials. I love this for us. I like this. And I see how we going against each other for the audiences. I like the boxing on TikTok. I'm feeling that motion. So we making a lot of motion. My influence is everything for real. Everything. But I want to talk about like dude, that's what he was talking. So this guy, it was so funny, y'all. Be on Facebook clowning for real. Straight clowning. Lucia Chavez on Facebook. Straight clowning, and check out the Queen ENT Facebook group. That's why I like share other content creators. I share my content and like show y'all the motion of what we doing and the impact and the influence of the motion from, you know, other creators. So shout out to all the creators out there. Okay, so this guy, he say, "Y'all, what's the going price for pussy these days, right?" And I said, it was a joke. It was a joke. High key truth in the joke. But I said real or generic. He said both. So I say for the generic, y'all don't cancel me now. But I'm just give y'all the blood raw truth from the basement underground. Now the rest of y'all who out there who don't manage to level up in life, this may be a different story for you. But this is coming from the underground, okay? I'm going to give you the blood raw here. We ain't sugarcoating it. This for the community. This for the hood economics. This for us. The rest of y'all who out here parlaying in LA and doing all the clubs and stuff, it's a different program. But I'm going to give you our program, okay? Queen ENT, the new program. And here we go. So, y'all, I was telling him, I said, well, for the generic, if you want to do a smash and pass, the bare minimum should be an outfit and a purse, right? And then you can get on call. I said then you can get on call returns from the outfit and the purse. Now I want to say because I ain't had time to clarify because that would have just been too much to write online. So I feel like today's episode would be a perfect time to clarify that. So I said I said a purse and an outfit, you know, you could smash and pass. And get on-call returns if you do the person outfit. Now, smash and pass, that's y'all prerogative. I don't know how much y'all want to pay for a smash and pass. That's on you. I guess it's up to the girl. But for like an on-call return, because they know you paying out, they're going to call you. Every time you call, they're going to pick up because they got an outfit and the purse out the deal. Facts. I don't know. To each his own. I'm just being real with y'all. I'm giving y'all this blood raw because these ninjas ain't got it like that for real. They don't. They really don't. They don't. And I don't care who lied to you. These girls be on the street talking about some These girls be out here lying like, oh, I'm getting money, and this ninja getting me money, this ninja get money, da da da. I said this is a ninja lie. If a ninja is paying you, it's you know, one thing, a lesson, biggest lesson, this is a lesson, a hard lesson a lot of y'all gonna have to learn. Anytime somebody pays you or giving you something, it comes with a price. It comes with a price. Sometimes it's your sanity. Sometimes they got to manipulate you. Sometimes they try to control you. Sometimes they try to sabotage you. They do crazy stuff when you accept something from a man. Now, they call me, oh, strong woman, you a man, this and that. I'm going to tell y'all, let me get y'all in on this, because these niggas be thinking this a game. For real. Like, it is a game, but I'm going to tell you, I don't play these mind games. I don't do this. I can get it on my own facts. So, everything come with a price. So I'm schooling you ladies. I'm schooling you ninjas. Facts. So it comes with a price. Men usually willing to pay the price. They don't mind, because they, like, got tough skin. So the stuff that women do to them, they just be like, they be aggravated. They put up with it. But see, the men price they pay, because one thing, men can blow a woman off. This day, like, men have it easier because they can easily blow you off because they know you're going to come back for the attention, right? But also the backfire on man, because the men think, okay, I can use her for this, use her for that, you know, get it how you live. That's the game. But these women will turn around, sabotage you. 9 times out of 10, most of these men who don't be in the jail on child support, got license suspended, cars wrecked, windows busted out, fights with other men, is behind a woman who don't broke them off. So everything comes with a price. It comes with a price. So, but the people say I'm a strong woman, this and that and the other, all this blase. It's not that, but I know that it comes with a price. And I never had to have a man give me money to know this. This is just wisdom. And, you know, shout out to That So Raven. Now, I was the little girl, I watched That So Raven, and the boy gave her a gift, and she took the gift, and the boy was trying to marry her. And her parents said, you ain't supposed to take nothing from a boy. And she said, no, I'm going to just take it. I'm going to take it. And then the boy, like, had her and tried to get her an arranged marriage. Now, so maybe That So Raven dropped that gem. I told you she like seeing like, what is the correct word for that? When they like, it's like when the messages subconsciously live in your mind, in the back of your mind, and you like kind of go by the message. That's how I feel like That So Raven was like one of those shows that captivated my subconscious mind. So it kind of like instilled stuff in me. So shout out to Raven Simone, girl. You school us ladies for real, because I live by that. So I don't really take nothing. I go work for mine. And I feel like I get more working than begging and borrowing and doing stuff for men. I do. I feel like work pays me better. That's how I live. You know, to each his own. If you know how to get it, go get it. But I tell you, it come with a price. So I don't usually take nothing from men. If I ask a man for money, it's because I really need it. And I'll try to pay him back some way. Now, how you choose to pay him back is your prerogative. Okay? It's your prerogative now. I ain't knocking nobody hustle, because, you know, we got our ways. That's why we gifted. I'm going to just put it that way. But anyway, I know everything come with a price. So, they be calling me strong woman, this and that, because I don't ask men for money and stuff, because I know it come with a price. I know it's a sacrifice of your mind, right? And I need my mind. My mind is a strong mind. My mind is a healthy mind. It's a wealthy mind. My mind conducts the whole show. So without my mind, I lose my profitability. I lose my gains. I lose everything. If I lose my mind, I lose everything. Like some people say, if I lose my money, my house, my car, I lose everything. No, everything is in me. So if I lose my mind, I lose everything. Like your mind controls your health, like your blood flow, how you move, how you get back up, how you're resilient. Your mind do all that for you. You lose your mind, you lose everything. So I know this, and men love to take your mind. That's the first thing they take is your mind. They don't want nothing else from you. They take your mind, and if they can't take your mind, they take your car, they take your house, they take, they do stuff like that. So everything comes with a price. So that's why I choose opt out not to take money and stuff from men. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless, I know like the background behind it, but I like stuff like if a man put groceries in my house, or go give me some money to go buy some fruits, buy me some liquor, buy me some weed. Like, I like shit like that all week. Go get my nails done. Like, I prefer that over cash money, right? Like gifts. Stuff that I can use to get through the game. So that's free game for y'all ladies. So anyway, I said all that to say is like, I told I told the dude, if you want to on call returns, you got to get the person the outfit. Now, ladies, if you know he on call or whatever, and he calling you to slide, get him right every time on call, and you answering or whatever, you may not answer, whatever. If you coming back to him, right, serving this nigga or serving him. Yeah, I call them all niggas because they like all monsters, like for real. White, black, blue, green. They nigga is like ignorant. A lot of their ass is fucking ignorant. But I think they use the word nigga for the level of ignorance. Like, I feel like nigga is superior ignorance, right? And I feel like that's why they not allowed, like other races not allowed to use that word, because it's like a badge of honor to be a nigga. I think that's how that go. Hey, don't shoot the messenger. That's my takeaway from that word. So anyway, but I told him like, yeah, you gotta buy the purse and the outfit for the callbacks or whatever if you want them on call, because a bitch more likely to call you back or answer your call, let you come through anytime you want, if she know you gonna take care of her, right? Now whatever she asks for after that, that's on her. Now, if you come over there and she need that $40, she need whatever she need for her house, you know, respectfully, that's y'all arrangement, however y'all want to make y'all motion, right? That's how I think of it. Now, and then I said, if you want to keep her, you got to give her a place to stay and make sure she got food in her mouth, like she eating. And then I said, if you want to manipulate and control her, then you got to buy the clothes too. Okay, because that means you providing the whole lifestyle. Because one thing I learned and I express to these men, you can't dictate and control something you ain't putting in for. If you're not putting in for this motion, who do you have the right or the audacity to dictate or control? That's my biggest thing. And a lot of these madams don't like that attitude about me. But I'm like, these same madams, if y'all madams, quote unquote madams, bitch, you should have made sure some shit was straight. If you wanted your raggedy ass dude that you put on me to have that energy for me, you should have made sure I was good. How the hell you want to dictate and control some shit you ain't paying for? It don't make sense. That's why I'm a superior madam, because I'm going to give y'all this game blood raw for real. I'm going to tell you how to take care of your women or your girls. Because a lot of y'all need girls. Y'all need girls. Because y'all ain't got the momentum for a woman. But but that's what I said. If you want to like take control, manipulate, and puff her, everything, move or whatever, you got to feed her, house her, and clothe her. That's how that game go. Now, if you don't want to do the manipulating and the puppeting, you just got to, and you want her just to be like your girl or whatever, you could just house her and clothe her. She can go get the clothes from somewhere else. You can't be mad at it because you ain't doing it. So this is my program. This is how I'm thinking, right? Feel free to comment and chime in like any add-ons, how y'all feel. But one thing I learned, women are very greedy. They're very greedy, and that's why women don't get as much as men. They always complaining about the science behind like women, like men getting paid more than women. It's a reason why. Because like I say, women spend money, men hold money. Women spend money, men hold money. Women spend money, men hold money. So women, like they gonna make moves with their money. And a lot of their moves are imbalance to the ecosystem. That's why they don't pay them as much as they pay men. And I agree with that, you know. And this coming from a woman, the mouth of a woman. So y'all can sue me, whatever. Y'all can rage bait. Y'all could protest. I don't give a damn. That system works because y'all hoes messy. Y'all messy and y'all evil. Y'all conniving. Y'all liars. Y'all puppet. Y'all dictate the whole game. So, like, that right there, the fact that y'all get to play, like basically control the whole game, is the payment, is the payout. It's reciprocity. So that's like, okay, we giving y'all the game, but we're gonna take your allowance. That's how that game go. That's why the men get paid more than women. That's how that game go. So I'm totally on target with that. I agree with that program. I like that program. It needs to stay in place because these bitches is toxic. Now, but I said all that to say, like, and then I told him the real, because I'm the real. Facts. I'm the real. And when I say real, I mean like real potent, real mind, real body, real soul, real woman, real. Like I'm the grounding. I'm the balance. A real woman. Now, a lot of y'all want to be, I'm real, I'm this and that. No, you not. Because if you was real, you wouldn't have to show bows. If you was real, you wouldn't have to, like, put other people down to make yourself feel better. If you was real, you wouldn't need to be loud and extra for the attention. Because real diamonds don't need to speak. They speak for themselves. That's how the vibrations off of diamonds and gold speaks for themselves. That's why bitches gold diggers. Because if they get the gold, the vibration gonna be bouncing off of them so they can get the energy. That's how they do that shit. So a lot of y'all bitches, oh, I'm real, I'm real. No, the fuck you not. Because if you was real, you say less. Less is more, bitch. Facts. So anyway, I say all that to say, like, if you want a real woman, I told him a real one is not smash and pass. A real one comes with a contract. A real one needs housing. A real one needs food. And I put in an Amazon allowance. Shout out Amazon. But I'm a real one, so I can get that on my own. Facts. I can get it on my own. But I'm just telling this ninja what he need if he want to keep me. Like, you got to make sure shit stays solid. Now, if I'm the one providing the housing, the food, and my Amazon allowance, your goal is to just make sure I got the motion. Like, you have to be stable enough so I can keep that motion. So a lot of people think, oh, a woman hard like me is hard to keep. No, it's not. The thing that makes it hard for you to keep me is you distracting me from the momentum. If you distracting me from what's getting us the solidarity, like what's keeping us solid, you messing up the motion. Because so if you're not the one providing the house, the food, and the Amazon allowance, and I'm providing it, and we both got to live in this house, right? You need this your residence. This your safe space, right? Your home is your safe space. You could put whatever you want in your house. You ain't got to worry about nobody stealing from you. You know your girl gonna keep that house clean. She gonna make sure you got food, your clothes washed. You know, to each his own. You know, I ain't telling y'all, oh, she want us to be these old school women. I ain't telling y'all what to do. I'm just telling you what I do, because that's spiritual warfare for me. That's what I do. What you do is different. You may not be good at cleaning the house, but you may be good at getting the money. Or you may be good at getting your husband traffic for his business. Like, you see what I'm saying? Every woman has their own level of expertise. But me, as a royal high priestess and a high-ranking official, my job spiritually is to keep the house clean. So when I clean my house, I'm cleaning the realm. That's spiritual warfare, what I do. Okay? So y'all don't knock me talking about she trying to make us old school housewives. Everybody got their own preference. I'm just telling you what I do, what my job description is. Okay? So this is what I do for my man in my house. Okay? The house gonna be clean. Your clothes gonna be washed. You gonna eat. You see what I'm saying? Now, we gonna have a roof. We gonna have the lights on. We gonna have food. We gonna have all our necessities. You could put whatever you want in your house. You ain't gotta worry about nobody stealing out your house. You ain't gotta worry about bitches and niggas running in and out your house. You gonna have peace of mind. My house is gonna be your heaven. So when the streets like fucking you over and this game doing you dirty, you can come home and you know shit gonna be straight at your house. So this is where a man can't keep me, because a lot of these times they don't be men, they just be puppets for other bitches. They other puppets for other bitches. This is the shit I don't like. But if you one of them puppets for a bitch, the home not gonna be peaceful. And if the home not peaceful, guess what? I can't do content. I can't share my gifts, the same gifts that's paying for this home. You know, the house is not at peace. I'm trying to clean the house. The house can't stay clean because you got bitches running in and out my house. You see what I'm saying? It's like noise. It's a distraction from the wealth. This is wealth management I'm schooling y'all on. Y'all know I'm a financial advisor. This is wealth management. So, y'all distracting me from the stuff that we need to be successful. This is how a man will lose me. I don't play that shit. If you want to play out here in the streets, take that shit outside. Don't bring that shit back to my house. Because this is where I profit. This is where the gifts are given. This is where the gifts are shared. This is how we feed everybody. Because I'm not just feeding our household when I use these gifts. I'm feeding everybody. I'm feeding the community. I'm feeding nations. I'm feeding us. So if you distracting me from feeding us, then nigga, you needs to go. And that's on that. That's how I feel. Facts. So I said all that to say, but I was telling him, you want to keep somebody like me, that's what I need. I need my food. I need my shelter. I need my Amazon allowance, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need those. I could provide that on my own, but I'm just telling you what I need to, like, if you want to keep me, and it's a contract deal, this ain't no smash and pass. It's a one and done, bitch. Once you in, you can't get out. That's how I want what type of time I'm on. It's real cost. Because to stay this potent, to stay this beneficial to society, you have to be bound to this shit. This is not a game for me. This is like, I'm a game changer. I'm the world. I'm breath of life. I'm the medicine. I'm the balance. I keep everything in motion. So if anything happens to me, it happens to everybody else. So this is what I told the boy. I was like, you can't do me like that. So it's contract deal if you want real. And also with the real contract, you got to be able to provide transportation. And I said, you ain't got to get me a car, but you could be my driver. And we need to do quarterly pop-outs. This is just business. I'm a businesswoman. Basically, anybody who married me, they married to my business. That's basically flat out what it is. I just had to do that. That's why they don't bother me, because they know I'm business oriented woman. Everything's straight business. When you get married, that's a business contract. That's business, okay? You fuck with my business, you get the stepping, and that's on that. Facts. So but I say we got to do quarterly pop outs. So like when, like, you know, some girls just, oh, I want to show off. I want to be pretty. Why you don't show off your girl? That ain't what it is for me. It's a business. It's like giving my vibrations. I told y'all I'm Bruce Wayne and I only pop out when it's time to give y'all the energy. So, you know, they need the energy. They need the vibrations. They need the balance. They need that healing. They need the medicine. So I said we need to do quarterly pop-outs when we need to do bars, restaurants, parks, wherever they need motion. So when I say wherever they need motions, like we could do small businesses like fruit stands on the side of the road. You know, maybe somebody might have an oil business outside, whatever they doing. You know, the food trucks, whatever, like, you know, or maybe block parties and stuff like that. Community events, festivals, and things like that. So we can help promote other businesses. We can bring the energy to these establishments, bring more people in, increase their traffic and their productivity in their business establishments. This is how we do it, right? Increase clientele and privileges for these businesses, these establishments, these areas, the communities. So that's why I say I need to have a driver to do the quarterly pop-outs. And of course, the Amazon is just for stuff I need at the house. And you know, I get all my beauty supplies from Amazon. I could do my nails, lashes, hair, makeup, everything off of Amazon. Facts. So Amazon covers everything. And they got groceries on Amazon. Amazon is my one-stop shop. So that's why I told the boy, I said, if you want a real one, that's the commitment you would have to make. And I say that wasn't even too much, right? And I ain't tell him that, like, I ain't go specific, like I need a big mansion, this and that. I don't need that. I just need to use my gifts, okay? Now, I know they want y'all to strive for bigger and better. Like I said, those things come when you use your gifts. The greater the gifts, the greater the load. There you go. More money, more problems. So, like, if your gifts are really, like, are an impact and they need you to have more to not only weigh you down, but to amplify your gift, that you will get those things. Those things work in the balance. So let's say my gifts just start booming and, you know, Amazon, like, dang, girl, you getting us all these sales. We rich off of you, girl. We need you to have a bigger house because we going to give you more merch to sell for us. That's how that game go. So Amazon might send me a check so I can get a bigger home. You see what I'm saying? That's how that goes. But in the meantime, I just need enough to utilize the gifts. I need a station to work and share these gifts. Make sure it's clean. Make sure you good. Make sure my man straight. Like, I need a house with my man cozy. He might need his own little man cave. You know, that type of deal. Like, I like comfort. I'm a big on comfort. Like, I'm a homebody. I'm a big homebody. I love being at home. I love my home. I'm a homebody, so if you disturb my home, that's your quickest way to get out my presence for real. Don't mess up my flow, because my home is like my workspace. My home is my manifestation space. My home is like the thing that gives us those spiritual advancements that overflow throughout the communities and aid in the growth of the overall stock market. So my home is essential space. Like, that is a key note to success. My success, anyway, is having a home, a solid home that is mine. So I'm not trying to deter y'all, my audience, like, dang, we shouldn't strive for, I want a big house, I want this. You say you want is you gonna put in the work. Those people who have those things, they put in the work. Because people see content creators, y'all see the stuff these rappers and stuff got on TV, these actors and stuff. Y'all don't know the blood, sweat, and tears and the headache that they have to go through. That is stress. That is stress. Like, that's mental stress. Like, that's psychological warfare. When somebody hits your mind, like with the tabloids, the media, the gossip, the slander, the defamation, people attacking you and your household, your family members, your team, like that all comes back on you. You carry that weight. So, and you still got to get up and go to work and do your presentation for these folks. That's why they get those things. And then the things that they're giving you is just weight, like a bigger house. There's more responsibility. There's more to clean. So 9 out of 10, you got to hire somebody to come clean your house every couple of days. Like, 3 days out the week, come clean your house. So now you got another entity in your home. You don't know what they're doing. They probably trying to sleep with your man. You know how they go. Like, it just be a mess. And then you got to pay landscaping, line. And then that's another bill. That's weight. This is weight. Like, y'all just like, people like, I want this, I want that. Can you maintain this and that? Are you going to use your gifts to get this and that? I'm being real with y'all. Like, it ain't nothing wrong with wanting better, but you can want all day if you're going to put in the work. Like, my favorite thing to say, manifestation without works is dead. That's that game. Because if you're not putting in the work to get that, you can want it all day, but you're not going to get it because you're not doing the work. A lot of y'all not consistent. I told y'all how they did me. They said, fuck that, baby. What's in it for me? And they ain't even put in the work to get what was in it for them. So they got a little taste of it, but it got taken away because they ain't keep the consistency to keep it. Queen NT Trending Swing Order. That's the game. Free game. So I said all that to say, so when these dudes be like, I don't want to take these girls out on dates and stuff, the dates show, they amplify the confidence of the young lady. They amplify their trust in you. And also they showcase like this gift that the girl has. She might have the gift of beauty. She might have the gift of doing hair. She might have the gift of just class and grace and style. Her aura might be it. So when you're taking these women on dates, that's what you're doing. You're giving her a platform to showcase her energy. So I'm not deterring y'all from doing dates, but I want to say dating is like a spiritual contract. It is. So when a woman vouches to date you, she's tying herself to you because she's seen in public. And I had to learn this the hard way about dating. That's why I don't date no more. This is why I don't date no more. But when you're showcasing to the public who your potential partner is. So that's key to dating. That's why I say you shouldn't date everyone. A lot of these bitches don't deserve a date. And a lot of these bitches don't want a date. They just want to fuck. So if that's the case, buy her the outfit, buy her the purse. You can call her when you want to go fuck. Now, she's one of those ones who actually want to date with purpose, because a lot of these bitches don't want to date with purpose. They just want to show off, get the aesthetics of dating, make their content, and blow you off. And you just paid for the date, right? And some of y'all want the sex and trade for the date. That's your prerogative. I ain't mad at you if you do, because at the same way you level her up if you paying for a nice date, a real date. Like when y'all paying these, I seen this boy talking about he spent $1,200 on like 6 dates for this girl, whatever. But I'm like, the first date was enough to do the presentation. So I like, for me, because like I said, dating is just a showcase. It's just a showcase. So it's just a showcase for you to it's like a showcase for the girls to let the other guys know that they're worthy of a date. And for you, it's like showcasing that I can pull a girl to take on a date, right? But for me, a real one, my dates would consist of, because I don't like eating. Eating makes you sleepy and it makes you tired. And then, the energy from being indoors makes me drained. So I can't think clearly. And if I'm inside, I'm not listening to what you're saying. Unless it's shout out to my baby daddy, because my baby daddy did this righteously, for real. He dated me righteously. We went to this bar. It was it's a bar. Back then it was like a bar / restaurant. It was really nice because they had grown and sexy night. It was jazz music, but it was a weekday, so it was dead. Nobody was in there. We was the only couple in there. I felt like VIP in that bitch, for real. And the drinks was, of course, up to par because they ain't have to, when you go on the slow nights, they make the drinks right. Like the busy nights when they have to water down the drinks, but the slow nights they ain't got to water down the drinks because there's not a lot of people to feed, give the drinks to. So the drink was perfect, the music was perfect, it was quiet, it was intimate. We could really talk, we can get to know each other. It was really nice. See, that's the type of vibe that I like, because that's dating with intention. You're really trying to get to know me, versus if we go on a busy night and everybody there, that's like almost like I just want to be seen. I ain't really trying to get to know you, right? So that's my takeaway. But I know dating is basically like a showcase. It's like a showboat. So when you guys invest in these girls, if you're dating for sex, then, that's your prerogative. That's your business. I ain't telling you to rape these girls for this shit. But, it do come with a price. Like, it's a give and take. It's reciprocity. So if you're giving her a platform to showcase herself, like, I'm worthy of a date, and if that's what you want in return, that's what you want in return. That's your business, because it really is just like a showboat. And a lot of bitches don't want to showboat or show you off, or because they not sure if that's what they want to be with you. So 9 times 10, they rather sleep with you, cake up with you, talk with you, and, get to know you, get the outfit and the purse, and then do the back and forth before they determine, oh, okay, I want to be seen with you, I want to go on a date with you. That's how that go. So I'm giving y'all the game, free game. But yeah, that's what I was telling him. It don't take much to get, like, if you trying to do that type of deal, smash and pass, but you should, like, do something to initiate the response of her calling you back and allowing you if you want your returns. A lot of people don't do that. Now then, there's like, don't get me wrong, I used to do the smash and pass all the time. I preferred that. As a working woman, that's what I prefer, because I told you I like my house, I like my peace, I like my solitude. I did not want no partner. But in this business, in this game, I understand the why behind the why. I need a partner, a solid partner, a solid teammate. But back then, I was like, nah, I work too hard. I got kids. I ain't trying to introduce you to my kids. Like, we can do this and we can go. Like, bye. It ain't that. This ain't that. But I know that, like, when you have sex with somebody, it's a spiritual contract, whether you know it or not. So whether you was just using him to get off, it's a contract spiritually, because all the bitches in town know who you fucking on. So they harassing you, it just comes with weight. It comes with weight. That's spiritual warfare sex. Every time you have sex with somebody, it comes with weight. Like, they tax you for your pussy. You have to pay a pussy tax by entertaining the town with who you fucking. That's why I don't do it no more. I don't even do that. So that's why I say my next partner, if I'm gonna pay this tax, bitch, you gotta stay. It has to be in the interest of my business, in the interest of my organization, to be with you. Okay? Now, if you just want to be my good boy and just want to cuddle and lay up, that's fine. But, like, you can't be messing up what I got to do at work. That's how that game goes. You can either add time, energy, affection, or just be there. You could just be there. Your presence will be enough. Because sometimes, like, a good convo with your man will help set off the convo for the platform. You see what I'm saying? Like, they can bounce off ideas to help you push your business and your brand. So that's why I like having somebody around. But or if you want to influence the brand. However, it can't be one of them situations where you just sucking me dry to benefit your people. I've been in plenty of those situations where they just like, they not there for you. They just want the benefits of you. I don't like that for y'all. I don't. But I was just saying, it ain't easy to the price of pussy ain't that expensive. Y'all niggas just got too big of an egos. Y'all don't want a bitch looking good. I feel like that's how that go. I really do believe that. Y'all don't want people looking good. Because if they look too good, then they stop fucking with you. That's why y'all don't want to give them no money or break them off. But I don't agree with giving money for pussy. I don't agree with that. But you can give them the stuff they need to get through the game. I do believe in that. So, that's how that go. Alright, so I'm getting all the pieces together. This is let me actually keep this together, because I'm trying to assemble this. They should have told me, because I like assembling as I go. So what assembly parts do we need to start off with? So the bottom row is F, E, and D. So we need to find F, E, and D. F, E, and D. I hope this is solid enough. I really do, because I really need this to hang up. Like, I really need this to be strong for real, because I got a lot of freaking clothes. I got a lot of clothes. This one didn't have no letters. So how do I know which one that is? How am I supposed to know? And then where's E? So we need F, E, and D. So I found D. Okay, here's E. And I'm assuming it's F because none of these other ones are labeled F. So I guess this is F. All right, F, E, and D. So we need F. We need one F. I wonder why this side don't have a opening. Like why? Okay, it's supposed to be like that. Okay. All right. So this is F. We need to attach F to E. But yeah, that's how I feel. And then I seen this other post about I'm tired of seeing these posts about these men. I'm gonna tell y'all all the stuff I be scrolling. First, I was seeing how, like, you know, how this man, he was like telling men how to how they can't handle a strong woman. You can't be with a strong woman and try to manipulate her out of being a strong woman, right? But you know, it takes two. They always use that strong woman as an excuse, but I believe that strong woman thing, I don't know, because they used it they used that whole strong woman thing on me, but it was just a false narrative. Because what they consider to be a strong woman is a woman who they can't manipulate. It has nothing to do with them doing you right, and she just too strong to accept you doing right by her. It's everything to do. They can't mind fuck you. They can't play you. That's what they consider a strong woman is. And I'm gonna give an example. So I had like I told you, every guy I talked to, it seemed like they be on the agenda of putting their bitches on, right? That be their agenda. They be trying to put their bitches on through you, like. And when I say put their bitches on, it's like they gotta play games. Like I told you that the nigga I met on the stroll, for example. He came over here. I told him, I already gave him the up jump. I said, you know, you can mess with who you want to mess with. Just don't bring that crap back to me like that. Who you mess with on the street has nothing to do with me. Their business has nothing to do with me. Like, you can't use me to feed them hoes, right? So, you know, let's like you going to mess with a girl. If you go on a date with a girl, then you come back to my house. I should not know nothing about your date. I don't need to know nothing about this girl. I don't need to know her business. I don't need to know her itinerary. I don't need to know her Instagram. I don't need to know none of that. That's between you and that girl. Now, if you're dating her with purpose and hopes to get another place to stay once you move around here, because you know how everybody say they need a backup plan. If that's your backup plan, keep that shit to yourself. And when the time is right, raise the fuck up on. Because I don't give a fuck. Because I know I know when a nigga not into me. Facts. I know when a nigga not into me. That's why they say I'm a strong woman, because I can read when a man don't like me. I can read when a man is just using me. So they use that as their excuse for not wanting to be with me, when all honestly, that ain't why you don't want to be with me. You don't want to be with me because I'm not the type of woman who, when you go out and cheat, that's going to sit here and cry and be like, why are you cheating on me? Let me go through your phone. What does she have that I don't have? I ain't got time for that. I'm a grown-ass woman. Like, who the fuck has time for that? And then I have goals. I have goals. Now, if maybe I would have time to do that if I accomplish my goals. I'm always on goal. It's like never no end goal for me. Like, we got to get shit done. We're expanding. We're growing. Like, my mind is already set on my future. And it's been like that since I was a child. So maybe that's why they say I'm a strong woman, quote unquote, because I have tunnel vision. I know where I want. I know what I want out this life. I know my purpose. I know my mission, and I know what I'm here for. I know what I stand for, and I know my job here and my assignment here in this simulation. So that's what I came down here for. When I touched down, they call us fallen angels or whatever. When I touched down, I knew, okay, I had an assignment to do something. I got to get it done so I can go back home. That's my ultimate goal, to go fucking home, ascend, because I don't like it here, because y'all silly. Y'all don't know what real love is. Y'all don't know what protection is. Y'all don't value real. Y'all don't value real. You don't value moral turpitude. You don't value anything. You're negligent, you're lawless, and you don't give a fuck, and everyone's self-centered, self-absorbed. All they care about is taking and stripping and robbing and all that stuff. Nothing here is prosperous. It's desolate land. It's not fruitful. So I'm on my assignment to do what I got to do, and then I can descend and go back to my home where it is fruitful and plenty. Overstand this. So that's how I live. That's my mindset. I don't even, because I know how people are. I know the game. I'll be a simp. They say simp. They use that word the wrong way. A simp is somebody who is hoping that you're going to buy into their affection and their love, based on what they're doing for you. That's a simp. You can't buy love. And even if you had love to give away, like if they had the love to give to you, these bitches don't know what love is, and they don't value real love. They don't value real protection. They don't value a nurturer, a provider, a strong structure. They don't value foundation. They don't value nothing. They don't value anything. So me knowing this, I know off rip when a man is just coming around to try to eat off you. And then they want to get their hoes to eat too. So that's how that go. Their hoes be trying to eat off you too. So I just be like, these little shenanigans, I'm not doing it. And I told him that off rip. But first thing he come over here doing with that fuck shit, trying to make me entertain some hoe. And I ain't entertaining, and he gets mad. Like, I'm like, bye. And then they blame it's because you're a strong woman. No, they call you a strong woman because they can't play the mind games that they play for girls who love attention. Like women who are attention whores, you could play the mind games because they need attention to feel validated. So you could play them like get on the phone and be texting another bitch right in front of her and then expect her to react to it. Or you could go buy some shit for another hoe, and then that hoe come around you flaunting the shit that you paid for and make you feel insecure and make you want to call that nigga and chase him. You see what I'm saying? That is for them type of women. That's why I guess they quote unquote strong women. I guess they're implying that women who act like that are weak, but they are weak. I guess that's okay. So I see what it's okay. So I guess I am a quote unquote strong woman, because they are weak. Other women are weak for attention. They are weak for glory. They are weak for validation. Like those things, like, are the things that they push and strive for. So I get what they're saying, but at the same token, that ain't why you can't be with me. You can't be with me because you can't manipulate me. I guess to manipulate a woman, she would have to be weak. That's how that go. Okay. Because I was about to get on their head about that, but now I see what they're saying. I see what they're saying now. I get it. But anyway, I said all that to say it was like, the guy was telling, if you want a woman, you want a real woman. See, I like how he phrased it. The guy who was on TikTok teaching the course, he didn't call us strong women. He said you want a real woman, because a real woman is sound. A real woman has a goal for you. A real woman has a plan for y'all life. A real woman has a plan to be fruitful and prosper. I hate going back, but like the Bible ain't nothing but codes to this game. They like gamer codes. So, they say to find a wife is to find a good thing. I guess it say that, but I always rephrase them to make them make sense, because those codes are for, like the Bible codes are for gamers. So I'm rewriting it. It's like the book of life. That's why I call mine the book of life, because the codes in the Bible are for gamers. Like, for example, the Bible might say faith without works is dead. I say manifestation without work is dead, because faith and manifestation are two different things. Because faith is like hoping and believing for something, like you hoping for it to happen, versus manifestation is you're taking the actions to make it happen, right? And then so like they say, a man who findeth a wife findeth a good thing. No, and because that's a gamer code, and I don't want to. I could air it out, but I'm not gonna do that. But what it should say, well, in the book of life, to find a woman, for a man to find a woman finds a good thing. And a lot of these so-called women are not women. They're just attention whores. They're not women. They're attention whores. They're not women. Because a woman is going to make sure you're fruitful and you prosper. A woman is going to help you with your foundation, help you build. A woman going to make sure you straight, like make sure y'all straight and y'all thriving. It's like a chemical compound. When you're mixing things together, if you want the chemicals to work together to make the potion, or let's say you want to make a cleaning solution. If you want the cleaning solution to work, if one side don't work, it ain't doing nothing for the cleaning solution, then it's no purpose for it. The woman is supposed to be like the addition to give it that bang that makes the solution work, But if she's not, if it's just like nothing, it's just it's a pointless compound to add to your chemical, because you could do it yourself if it's not contributing to the clean, right? So that's how I look at it. So they put them codes there. I would blast that code, but I ain't gonna do it. But it should say to find a woman, like a real woman, is to find a good thing, because a woman is gonna make sure you're fruitful and prosperous. And they code it that way because they don't want you to be fruitful or prosperous, because they know they wrote that book for people who were desolate in the mind, the body, and the spirit. They knew they was sick fucks and they didn't need to produce no fruits. And that's why they wrote that shit like that. Oh, queen. I'm just being real. I just got to keep it real with y'all. You know I got to keep it on it. But the man said, yeah, if you get a woman, a real woman, you need to value her. You shouldn't feel insecure about the woman's strengths, like what she can contribute. A lot of these men, they're not men. They're just insecure, blind, like whores. And all they know how to do is be whores and insecure, blind whores. That's all they know how to do. So when they meet a woman has value. And they don't have no value because all they know how to do is be hoes. That's a fact. That's all they know how to do is be whores. They don't know how to be a man. They don't know how to communicate. They don't know how to work with somebody, team building. They don't know how to work as a team to build something. They seem like they work very well with other men to build and like do teamwork and stuff like that. But it's when it comes to a woman. But I guess like a lot of them not women. So I guess that explains a lot, right? But, you know, that's what a woman is. And they be insecure because they know they're not real men. All they know how to do is gossip and fuck. And the ones who do know how to build and work together and collaborate, their egos be so big or their hearts be so broken that they don't want to open up to that. And which is not wrong, because I know how this world is. I'm a rare source. I'm a raw resource that is rare to none. So I can't even speak for these men, because I know the real game out here. You ain't gonna get that. So that's why they don't bother to communicate. That's why they don't submit. That's why that's why they gotta manipulate them. This is why they do that, because they know what kind of women they are. They know that they're not real women. That's why they dog them. That's why they do them women like that. That's exactly why they do that. But that man said some real stuff. If you do find a rare source like myself, you find something rare like me, you got to come correct. Like, you can't be insecure. You can't feel like everything's a competition. You got to come ready to work and put in the work so we can grow. But they don't know nothing about prosperity. That's a curse on them. They don't want that. Like I said, they really not men. They like demons on assignment. And same for these so-called women. They demons on assignment. So they not, like I told you how they did me. Fuck that baby. Say, fuck that baby. What's in it for me? That's how they is. They ain't got no moral turpitude. They don't know. They don't care about that. They don't want that. They in for like, okay, we been through this rodeo. We just want to take it because we know we not adequate to receive it. That's how that go. They already know they inadequate. They already know they inadequate. The ones who are adequate not living in this dimension. That's how that go. That's why I say I had to make this shit for this dimension, because like the internet gonna show you one thing, but us down here in the basement underground, it ain't that. You know, I see in other dimensions, like they have like I said, it's a different tax bracket. So they can pay for the fine dining, the restaurants, the bistros, and all the bougie stuff, the nice clothes, and they can make those long speeches about I need a man to pay all the bills and all that crap, because they're in their simulations. It may work like that because they have the income to do that. But this simulation, this ecosystem don't got that. So I'm gonna be real. That's why I got to give y'all the real stuff and not this fake stuff they showing online, because that reality and fantasy are two different things. And even in their simulations, they really don't got it like that. But to keep their motion, they got to keep that image going, you know. So I know the truth behind that too. But I'm telling y'all what is real. So, like I said, all that to say, that old strong woman, my ass, it ain't no strong woman. It's just a real woman. That's what they need to change. That it's a real woman. And I guess they don't bother saying real woman because they know it ain't none here. You know, it's like, I'm 1 in a million for real. So, they know that. That's why they don't even waste their time. That is exactly why they don't even waste their time. So, anyway, y'all. But But that's the tea behind the tea. But anyway, he was like, yeah, that's the problem I have. Like, these men want to compete with me. They want to what's that word? They want to humble me. And I'm like, you can't humble somebody who already humble. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get it, because I'm rare to none. Because it's rarely you meet people who find a purpose here in life. And a lot of people's purpose is only to kill, steal, and destroy. A lot of them, that is their only purpose. Is to kill, steal, and destroy. They don't have no other purpose other than that. So if they, you meet a woman like me and you're a gamer, and that's how these men are. They're gamers. They like real life gamers. You know how they say don't hate the player, hate the game. They're players. They're gamers. They ain't here to build with you, because they ain't even got the privilege to build shit. Because they ain't got, like I said, if you get a compound, you got a chemical compound, and like let's say I need water. I'm making this cleaning solution, and it needs water. Okay, and so I got the cleaning solution, which is like, let's say it's Fabuloso. Shout out Fabuloso, sponsor, please. Now, let's say I got something like Fabuloso, right? And I need to water it down, and the compound is water, so I got water, which is me. I'm the water for my nigga. So as the water, you know, I'll have to mix the solution to water it down so it can be good enough to spray on a certain material without messing up the material. All right. Now, if I was a nothing ass bitch like a lot of these hoes is, I'm sorry, hands down, they're not real women. It depends on what your compound is. Because gamers and gamers make sense, right? Because if y'all both gamers, y'all can add to y'all game room. That's how that go. That's how that real go. That's why I guess the Bible say when a man findeth a wife, he findeth a good thing, because he found somebody who's a player like him. And if y'all playing the game together, y'all can win what, you know, the game. That's how, I guess that's why they say it like that. So it is a purpose behind that. But me, if I'm if I'm trying to change the game, I'm a game changer. So the solution needs to be mixed. If I let's say he was not like a good Fabuloso. Maybe let's say he was just some off-brand shit that just wasn't working. It don't remove stains, it don't clean it, don't disinfect. When I mix my water with him, it ain't gonna do shit. So what was the whole purpose of having him? He ain't even helping with the program. He just useless. That's how I feel about these niggas. They be useless. They useless. Yeah, I had to take it. So she can't sugarcoat this shit no more. These niggas do be useless though. That's what it is. But yeah, y'all. So that's the free game. Free game. So yeah, I can say that, like, yeah, if you find another gamer, y'all could do the game together. So I guess that's the benefit of finding another gamer, finding a wife. You find a good thing. All right, so I'm supposed to find the H. Where's the rest of these H's? I got B's, I got I's. Where's the other H? I'm trying to make sure this stay together. I don't know. It says it's supposed to stick. So which? Oh, okay. So maybe. No, but this got a hole. What is this? Why is this throwing me off? Maybe a D go here. All right. So this is the E. I think I needed another H for this. All right. So I need this, right? We need this. This is supposed to screw to this, but it's no screw. And then there's no snap. So I don't know how that's supposed to go. This maybe goes like this. Okay, and then we put the other one of this. Okay. Yeah, because it needs to. All right, here we go. We ain't got it together. All right. Yeah. But yeah. Then I seen this other man. He was talking about this girl, I guess this girl did a rant or whatever, how she need a rich man. And he was selling her out, I guess trying to humble her, because she was saying she need a rich man. He said, how y'all be wanting rich men? Y'all got 3 kids. Y'all been passed around. And just because you had one rich man hunt you, you think your value increased, right? Now, he wasn't, I don't want to say he wasn't wrong for this, what he said. Because I'm like, who the hell are you to tell somebody they value? Because they been passed around. Like, maybe that coochie was good. That's maybe why she think her shit worth a rich man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tell them this in the comments, but I'm just thinking like, who are you to, try to like humble her and bring her down because her kids and her pass around. Maybe that pass around was a good pass around. Maybe that pass around had got some good shit going. Oh, you don't know what that pass around game back. That's why I be like, dang, mind your business. Men always be in females' game rooms. I don't like that for y'all. I should have put that in the comment, but instead I said, she know what she doing, because he said, how can you expect to be in the top? You want to be in the 10%, you need to get a man on your level, because you're not as valuable as you think you is just because you had one rich man, right? And then I was thinking like, I told him, I said, well, you preaching to the choir. You need to stop worried about them women, and you need to find somebody that's grounded. You always they're always talking about these women who want to be high achievers, let them achieve. Because I said 9 times, I told him, I said she probably wants a job with the top 10%, because she probably know her pass around game good. So if you hunch somebody in the top 10%, because he talking about they shouldn't expect to be locked in or married just because they slept with somebody in the top 10%. She probably didn't want to be. I ain't see her rant. I ain't see her tape, but I need to see if I can find it somewhere. But maybe I'm thinking myself, I told him, I said, maybe she just wants a job with the top 10%. Because like I said, when a man find a wife, he find it a good thing. So it's nothing wrong with her wanting to be married to that type of man. Because she could play the game like he played the game. They might be top 10% gamers. You know what I'm saying? Like, who are you to tell them that? Anyway, but I said, that's preaching to the choir. You shouldn't be talking about, like, don't be talking about other people's emotions. What you need to do is find, like, a solution to that. But I guess they need something to talk about, right? But I said, you need to think of, find a grounded woman. If that's what you're thinking about. Like, you talking about a woman who's grounded, like a woman who's, like, can build on her own. So she wouldn't mind a regular man who makes a certain salary, who wants to get a house with you, that type of woman. You need a grounded woman. This woman is not trying to ground. This woman is trying to play the game, and she's trying to play to win. So if she wants to marry a man in the top 10%, let her do that. Who are you to humble her and mess up her strides? She might know the plug in the top 10%. He probably don't told all his friends about the pass around game. He might want to marry her ass. Like, ooh, leave people alone. I don't like that. Y'all stop minding female business. But then again, they be there to humble them, because some of them bitches do too much. They do too much. So I guess he had a right to tell her that. Because, these bitches do be getting beside themselves. Because these same hoes will come to a woman like me and try to chastise me and harass me. Try to make me feel like I'm worth less than them, and they know they ain't shit. I don't like that for them hoes. But if he was just doing that for just to let that hoe know, like, bitch, you ain't nothing special. Like, you can't be, downplaying the women who trying, if it was that type of deal. But I think he was just hating, because and I understand, if they hating on you like that, they must know you got some top 10% pussy. Because if you didn't have it, they wouldn't have to hate like that. That's my takeaway. That's how I think of it. Because if you didn't have it, they wouldn't have to hate like that. So now this, okay, so this isn't supposed to be at the bottom. Why do they show this like this? Why do they show this like this? Oh, okay, so it's 2 racks. Okay, I see. That's why it wasn't sticking. That's why it wasn't sticking. Okay, I see. Because this is supposed to be another rack. So this just the top piece. That's why it ain't no thing on this. All right, well, I hope I can get it all. No. But yeah, so I ain't knocking y'all. If y'all want to be in the top 10%, be a top 10% hoe. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I ain't deterring nobody from doing that. You good at your game. You know what your shit worth. You know what you can bring and offer the top 10%. Aim high, ho. Aim high. I ain't mad at you. Aim high. Aim high. I ain't gonna deter nobody from aiming high. Why be good when you could be great? Facts. That's how I feel. So I should have said that in that comment, but I was just like, I guess I was more focused on, why is you over here preaching to these women for wanting better? If that's the type of woman you want, if you want that type of woman who can accept you for what you got, talk to them. Don't talk to the women who trying to aim high. You can't bully them to want what you want. That's how I feel like they be doing. They be trying to bully women to want what they want. I say, leave them hoes alone. And I say, it might be top 10% if he trying to bully her to want him. It might be. Because he want it. Obviously, he want it. He just can't afford it. He want to aim low so he can get it. It could be affordable to him. Nigga, I see what you doing. Like, leave that girl alone. Find you a grounded woman who will accept you for you. You don't want that. You want that girl because you know she got pussy worth top 10%. That's how I looked at that. I don't like that for you niggas. Y'all be trying to downplay these women because y'all can't afford them. That's what they be doing. Trying to make them feel less about themselves because they want to aim high. And even if they really don't have that good of a pussy, and that might have been a one-time deal, because you never know, the rich man probably was just needed a smash and pass because it was easy, you know? And she probably just got the big head because the rich man, she caught a rich man slipping one night. You know that. It could have been that situation too. But she'll find that out on her own. She will find it out on her own. That ain't your job to tell her that. Unless you just telling her that because you was trying to keep her and she changed her mind because she was playing the slot machine and she got lucky and hit a rich man. And she stopped looking at you because she was like, oh, now I can aim high like I know it, I can get one. See, that's what it is, y'all. Like I said, these men be trying to manipulate these women. I'm like, that girl don't want you, leave her alone. But, you know, when they know, because they know what them girls working with. Them men be knowing, too. The men do be knowing what them girls be working with. That's why they be doing them girls like that. Because they be trying to get it. They want it. They want what they got. That's how that goes. They be trying to make it affordable for them. These niggas ain't slick. That shit is so funny. Anyway, y'all, that was my takeaway. That was my rant, y'all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this together. Because I don't be on here out, y'all. I'm going to put this together and then I'm going to come back when it's complete. And then I'm going to show y'all like the completed rack. I'm going to just take a picture and put it in the beginning. I'm going to put the picture in the beginning. That's how I'm going to do. So y'all can see the whole thing.